Now this is the HollyLand Lark M1. Now this microphone is super compact, super sleek, and super nice, only standing at $99. You get a lot of features. Right there at the bottom, you can see that it does come with Type-C charging. There are 4 LEDs in the front to let you know that it is fully charged. And right here is one of the transmitters. You can see that there's a yellow button and a black button, as well as a blue LED. And we'll get into what those do in a second. The transmitter is really small and compact, feels pretty sturdy, overall pretty good. Then you do have a receiver right here. This receiver also has quite a bit of functions that we'll get into later on in this video. And then next to that is another transmitter, which is basically the same as the first transmitter. Now what's awesome about this microphone set is that it only stands at $99. Now you'll see why I say that's pretty good in itself, because $99 is a pretty steep price, but it is also budget considering what you're getting in this microphone. And again, we'll talk more about that later on in this video. I am a fan of the look, the design, it's super sleek, and I do love how the aesthetic of the AirPod that it kind of gives off. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this so far. So this is the HollyLand Lark M1, and this is the little case that it comes in right here. I'm going to kind of show you everything that comes with this microphone. As you can see, the pouch is very compact and nice, made of some sort of fabric. We have a zipper right here, which we're going to pull back in a second. And as you can see, we have the microphone case right here, which we're going to set to the side for right now because we're going to get a little bit more in depth into that in a second. But for right now, these are the attachments that it comes with. There are 2 attachments, one for each microphone. And these are really easy to use. You're just going to put them right onto the microphone in itself. And then right here is very important to take note of. We have a black to black aux cord. This is going to go from camera to microphone. And that's what that is intended to be used for. And then we have another one. This one is gray to black, which the gray side will go to your phone or your PC. So this is very important to keep in mind, because if you do use the wrong aux cord in this, you will have some connectivity issues when trying to connect to your phone or your PC. So just make sure you're using those for the right applications. And then there's one more thing in this box, which is the last thing we're going to discuss within the box itself, and that's going to be the USB-C charger cable. This will enable you to fast charge your devices, and this is on top of the 6 hours of continuous use that the whole microphone set has. So that's a big plus. You can be really productive with that. So before we get into it, I just really wanted to get into some quick things right here, because there's some functions that you can't test unless the microphone is connected, and some of these pieces are going to disappear while it's connected because, of course, they will be in use. So right now you can see that there is 2 buttons right there, a volume up and a volume down button, and the volume down button also functions as a mode change button. Now if you hold that button right there, you can change the mode from blue to green. And what blue means is basically for your phone, and green means that that's when you're using a camera. So make sure you use those in their applicable situations. We have the volume plus button. The volume plus button is just to switch between 3 different audio modes. You can use the volume plus button and volume down button as they function. And then there's also an out aux port, and that's where you plug the aux cords into. There is also a power button on that side that you can turn on and off. And then we'll get into the rest in a second. So these are the microphones right here. As you can see, the receiver is gone because it's in use right now. But this is the microphone right here, and I wanted to explain that this blue LED right there is basically telling you that noise cancellation mode is not active. But if you press that yellow button right there, boom, you see it switches right to green, and that means that noise cancellation mode is active. And then there's also a power button on the side right there that you can use to turn the device on and off. And it does come with some pretty comfy clips that make it easy to attach to your shirts and whatnot. And as you can imagine, the other microphone is pretty much the same thing, so I won't take that one out, but I do want to point out the 4 LED bulbs right there that let you know the case is fully charged. And then that right there is the Type-C charging port that you can connect to the wall outlet in order to charge the case somewhere. Now, I do want to point out that this case is very AirPod-like, and that is something that I like about it a lot. It's very small, compact, and portable, so it's really good for traveling. This is overall a pretty good case. So we did a quick unboxing of the microphone. You got to see what it comes with, and we got to talk about the microphone and a bit of its features itself. But this is the actual mic test of it. Now, if you hear right now, noise cancellation mode is on. It may sound a little muggy, but if you do take it off right here, you can hear it switch in a second. Okay, you can hear it. So now this is non-noise cancellation mode. I know sometimes it does sound a little bit muggy depending on how loud you are, your environment, and how much noise there is in the background. There's not very much noise in my background, so I could use it pretty much fine with the non-noise cancellation mode. But if you are out in public, that might be a good time to use noise cancellation mode, so you're not hearing a lot of that sound. And speaking of that, we are going to do an outside review so we can test some of the attachments that it came with. So we'll cut to that in a second. So we are currently outside right now, and you get to hear how it sounds outside. You got a car running next to me as well that, we'll see how well that picks that up as well. We got some utilities over here that are running HVAC systems. There's not really much more to this review. Now you get to see how it performs in a real life environment. You get to see what it sounds like inside, what it sounds like in public with voices and a lot of ambient noise actually going on. I hope this video is very informative for you guys. I do actually enjoy making videos like this and doing tech reviews and such. And I do actually have another tech review as my next video, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys drop a sub so you can see when that comes out. So this is pretty much all there is for the review. I won't drive this video out any longer than it needs to be. So make sure you guys stay tuned, drop a like, and subscribe so you can see when that next video comes out. I will see you guys next time. Stay safe.